Hey yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk, and we are back. This time back with another in my series of Master Class. Masters Class. This is Apoplectic Aardvark, which is probably one of the best names in the game. Apoplectic Aardvark. I'd like to see one of those. That must be a very seriously agitated Aardvark. He's in his bat chat. What is this thing? It's a 25 TAP. It's the Tier 9 bat chat thing. Let me fix this because everyone gets angry when they can't see the tanks and they can only. But I wanted you to see the name. Watch, Apoplectic Aardvark, AA. So AA comes up here and he is on Cliff. The first of these videos in a series, the first video in this series, something like that, was also on this map. That was the winner of the ISU, and this was one of the runners up. Unfortunately, the runners up in my contest get nothing. They'll get nothing and like it. And he comes up to the donut and he does something that's very interesting here. And this is not something that I have done very much or really thought too much about. Usually, when I get here very quickly, I'm right here on this ramp shooting at him this way. But look what Apoplectic has done. I like this a lot better. Look how open all that spacing is right there. And if you're careful, you can dodge back behind that ridge. Probably more protected here than here, really, and you're certainly more protected from artillery. So watch what he does to this poor Super Pershing. The Super Pershing just wanted to play a tank game, and he's gonna have to go get another tank. Sorry, Super Pershing, you're gonna have to just go get another tank because you've been apoplectic aardvarked. So he is on a reload. Something you will notice with AA here is his carefulness in reloading. He gets someplace, he hides, or he gets out of the way and makes sure that he gets a reload. The thing about this tank, this Tier 9 version, while it does have a 6-round autoloader, it takes forever to reload. It has to be one of the longest reloads. Maybe starting to challenge the WT E100 thing, potentially, which was something like a minute. So he comes in here, he sees this guy, puts a shot in there, puts another shot in there. I'm not seeing anything hit the ground, so he may actually. Now that one missed. So I think the first two hit. And you'll notice that AA does a lot of this. Maybe a wasted shot right there. Goes looking for this guy. No, there he is. And he's nearly dead. Why? Because Aardvark has been kicking the stuff out of him. And down goes the T-44. We're showing 1300. We probably have quite a bit. We probably have quite a bit more hit point damage than that. And you'll notice again he's tucking up, getting reloaded. Another thing about this, while it has this very long reload, is it really doesn't have too much ammunition. If you pay attention, we have gone through 2 clips and we have a grand total of 5 left. 5 clips left. 2 tanks are down thanks to our hero, the Apoplectic Aardvark. He sees a JPZ, thinks wiser of getting spotted right there. Another thing you'll notice is he's very, very careful about being spotted. It's not a JPZ, that's a Canon Jagdpanzer. Something considerably different than a JPZ. But unwisely attempts to get around. He does get spotted, so he again gets behind this cover and avoids the 2 artillery deciding to try to pump him. This is a great spot. Winning this spot is important. I had a video recently about how to peel people out of here if you can. The IS-3A's moved up, but they're not going to do that. They being the red guys are not going to do that anytime real soon. And this is one of the advantages of this spot. He is able to come back here and chuck some rounds downrange. Because those guys are behind the cover right there, they're not really able to see him, and he's just having his way with the 430 using the spotting system and very carefully moving back and forth from this spot, which can support in a couple directions. Now he does have a bit of trouble here because the 1-2 line has, for whatever reason, decided they wanted to push into 3 or 4 tanks that are hiding in bushes and around rocks and in corners, and included Tortoise and ISU and other such things. The 121 FT feels like he's going to give it a shot. He's going to run down here. He says, "Those guys, they don't know what they're doing. I'm going to run down here and see what I can do." Looks like he's going over to the flat part. Look how long that reload takes. It just takes forever. Now, the 121 FT is kind of up on the edge, so I think Aardvark's thinking, what if he spots somebody? What if the WZ spotted someone? Well, it looks he did. Watch this. This is fantastic. And we got one miss. No, this part right here. There's one right into it. One miss, one hit, and a pin. 2 hits and a pin, 1 miss. Oh, there's a miss. Oh, one more. There it is. And the clip is down. You'll notice that he ran around with only one shell out of the clip for a while. I think that was probably why his Vice forced another very long reload just to get one shell in there. And the good news is he's still even, so he's got 3 clips left, one of them being, or 2 of them being APCR. Centurion 7-1 is looking like he's trying to get up top right there, and the enemy team is actually slightly ahead. So Aardvark continues to work this spot, and he definitely has to watch his 6. There's really not much back there keeping that whole glob, and had that whole glob just pushed in, it was pretty much over. But like most campers, they can't read a map, and they have no idea what they're doing unless they're sitting in the bush. Look at this. Just think about how long those guys sat on the 1-2 line, and if they had just come up behind our hero. There's a bounce on a bad angle. This is the end of that guy. And down goes one more guy. He's got 4 shells. Does he force a reload here? Maybe thinking about it. Maybe thinking about it. He's hit himself here from artillery. Oh, he had to type after we win the East. So that's something he knows right now. You can tell by what he typed in that he understands the most of his power is over on that side. So he sat there for a while, and I think this is a good move, getting out of that area of the 1-2 line. There they are. So here they come. A well-timed move, that to be sure. Shot into that guy's side. Another one out, didn't quite pin him. And down goes the 50 TPPR. He's got 2 shells. 2 shells. They're going to keep those at least for a moment. The red team is pushed into the little donut area there at E and F2. And the apoplectic Aardvark is pushing in. If you count noses, there's 4 tanks. They appear to all be down in the bottom. The 432 and the Scorpion G are recently seen lights. The Tortoise and the whatever else that is, Emil 1, have not been seen for a while. Now watch this move right here. I did not know this was possible. Right up that hill. So with enough power and speed, and it appears the Batchat Tier 9 version has that power and speed, you're able to get up there. There's another kill. So those are those 2 shells. And now we are on to our APCR. Probably well above 4,000 based on some of the blind shots. And the good news on not hitting 2 until you get to a point like this in the game is there should be plenty of damage having been dished out, that whatever gold you fling at this point is not going to completely destroy your credit, provided you're running a premium. You're running premium account. So we got an Emil, we've got a Tortoise. The Tortoise is hammering, and that as well is shooting. He's shooting the Scorpion, and the Scorpion loses that duel, having stood in against the Tortoise. Here comes our hero. We're going to get a side shot and kill him just like that. Maybe, no, we cannot get the Emil. 6 kills, Top Gun, north of 4,000 damage. Well done, apoplectic Aardvark. A great Masters class example of an autoloader being used very, very effectively and correctly. Get to a good point, get early damage, cover up, get yourself reloaded, manage your reloads and your clips well, know when you're not seen, take those shots. A couple opportunities there of just taking blind shots because knowing the map and what's going on right there. So well done, man. Good job. Thanks for sending in that replay. And for everybody else, we will see you.